Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Bro Talk. I am your host, Kareem. We got Mark G and Isaac on the call. Bilal would be here, but he got mad kids at his house, so he's tending to them over there. But brothers, it's so good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Monday to you. Anybody that's watching, we want to welcome you as well. If you're on Facebook, go ahead and make sure you like and that you share this podcast. And if you're on YouTube, we're going to ask that you like and subscribe and share it with a friend. We have been on this now for 6 years talking about anything pertaining to fatherhood, brotherhood, and manhood. So if you have any questions for us, any comments, we're always looking at our chat. So go ahead and drop those down in the chat for us. And we're gonna get started. It's probably gonna be a shorter show tonight because our brother here he been working all day, so we wanna honor that and let him get some sleep
On President's Day, man.
on President's Day, on the President's Day. So,
I don't know.
man, how y'all feeling today? What's the word?
Hey, man, I'm feeling good today, man. Today was President's Day?
Yeah, that's what they say.
Okay. I was wondering, man. Today just didn't feel right. I don't know what it was, man. Oh, man. And Kareem, man, I hope you send your president a message, man.
Which one?
I saw my president at the All-Star game yesterday, man. Was chilling.
I seen him too.
This is my president, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I sent him a shout out, man. I said, Ant-Man, a message, man, to deliver for me, man. Ant-Man delivered a message. So it was cool, man. He was too cool.
He was geek, man. He was like, man, this is my favorite person in the world. I was
Hey,
like,
man,
that's all right, man.
gotta love that boy, man. Love him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir.
What's good with you, Ike? Besides
working? Gotta love Ant-Man like he love his kids, right?
Hey.
I knew that was coming.
Hey, man.
Yeah. Shout out to that dude. Yeah, I'm just tired, man. I've been at this thing since Friday, and it's not done. So I'm sure you're gonna be working through this week, and the kids are out, which makes everything 12 times harder. Nah, I'm just joking. I just said that because they over in the cut staring at me, but yeah, just working on days I'm supposed to be off. It never stops.
I feel you. But yo, bro, you like to do these projects, man. Why don't you just wait till the summertime?
I don't like to do them. They just need to get done.
Yeah.
So
that's manhood right there, right? Like,
yeah, I mean, this is one of the ones that we should just hire somebody for, but we got some bigger projects coming up that we gotta hire somebody for, so it's gonna cost a lot more money for those. So I figured this one, is manageable. We'll figure out a way to make it happen.
Yeah.
One thing I will say is, we spent, obviously it was Valentine's Day was this weekend, so we spent our Valentine's Day in a room together all day. After going
all your money was in the renovation.
Yeah, and one thing I would say is, like, projects like these, when you don't necessarily know exactly what you're doing, and you're doing it with your spouse, don't do it on Valentine's Day because you're gonna be yelling at each other, and that's kind of what happened. I mean, not full fledged like yelling, but you don't get along when you're doing these type of projects because your idea is your idea, and it's a stupid idea, right? In my mind, but then because my idea is better, but then you can't get your idea out of your mind, so we just keep going back and forth. And when we could have did 12 different things,
I'm just gonna say that I feel for you.
Yeah, I feel for her too. You know what I mean? So I love her though. I love her.
Hey, man, you say y'all screaming at each other?
No, we wasn't screaming, just arguing, a little back and forth banter. You know what I mean?
I know that's not easy.
Wait, hold on, time out, man. That's Isaac. You hear what he was saying? Isaac
Yeah,
basically said he was
I could say something that get on her nerves. Yes, you
yeah,
know
he
that.
baiting her.
You
As
know what
my
I'm saying?
That's a given. That's every day.
Yeah, that's it, man.
that's every day.
Hey man, hey man, when Isaac was our roommate, man. Az used to come
All right.
through. Az just kept walking, man. Az don't say much. You look. Az don't say much, man. Look,
Keep it moving.
keep it moving, man.
Well,
Hey,
today on
Isaac, man, we love you, Isaac. If Kareem don't love you, I love you, baby. And it's always like that.
you know how that works. But until today, I went to work. Yo, I love it when it's days like this because work was quiet. I mean, I
Quiet.
got a bunch of stuff done being at work, man. So I like these. And Mike was like, well, she didn't have up either. She had to go to work too. But the kids were home, and we had to make sure they wasn't eating up all the snacks and stuff like that. But other than that, they good. They good to go.
Man, listen.
Eating up
I'm
all
glad
the
you,
snacks. I mean,
I'm glad your kids eat up all your stuff, man. That's what we was feeling, man, when we was living with you. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
All the food,
Why
all the
you
juice.
eating up all the stuff, bro? Why
Yeah,
you
but I'm just trying to say, man, that's what we was. We used to check like, yo, man. I'd be like, Ike, man, I made a gallon of juice. You drink it all? Ike was like, man, I was upstairs. I said, say no more, man. You know what I'm saying? I said,
I
say
ain't get
no
a sip
more.
either, man. I
You
ain't
know what
get a
I'm
yo?
sip.
saying? I said,
It
say no more, man.
wasn't me, man. It was Wes, man. It wasn't me.
You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Yo,
Hey,
Wes, you watching, man. Much love to you, brother. You got a
yeah,
beautiful
shout
family.
out to West, man. Hey, West, do your thing, baby.
Yeah,
I
man.
see you. I see you, man. I see you. I've been watching your little clips too, Wes.
I bought
But
one of his hats too. Grace, like a maroon hat, say Grace on it.
Yeah.
It's a dope hat. I like it.
Okay.
that's
Yeah.
what happens when you put that 151 down, man.
Yeah, man. Listen, man. God has done a work in all of us. It
Amen.
Yeah.
ain't just one of us, and all of us, man. We all know where we came from, but we're glad that we're here, man. It's all about evolution, about progression.
West Guiti.
BT, well, ain't he from that island, that small island, like Fences
Man,
from
West is from one of the small islands, man. I don't even know where it is, man. He from somewhere.
Gwanifana or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all, if I'm saying it wrong. Somebody help me out pronounce it. But
Yeah, I'm sure that was wrong.
yeah, that was,
Hey, that's why I
that was
said I don't know. I know he's some, but I don't know.
but it's
Shout
funny,
out to
man, 'cause
West,
like they all know each other. It was
our
like him,
roommate.
Monique, the girl
We
from
had good
RIT.
times, man. We had good times with West.
Good times, man. We had good times, man. I was thinking about the Brockport parties. I don't know why it came to my mind. Probably
Hey,
because the song came on, and I was just thinking, oh, I know what it is. So anybody that wasn't born like in the 80s or the 70s, y'all not you gonna know what I'm saying. But anybody after that, you probably not gonna like kind of get this term. So I remember I was riding in my car, I was driving in my car, right? And I heard this car, I don't know if it was next to me or drive by me, but anyway, they was playing like dread music. And
dread music.
I was like, yo, who plays dread music in the car? Like to me, that was always the silliest thing. Like, why would you play this in the car? Now I understand you playing like Bob, you know, Barrington Levy and stuff like that. I get that. But to play I left a man in the car, I said, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it,
Hey,
bro.
that'll be
That's for
West.
parties. That's for dancing. That's not for the car.
That'll be West. Guiti.
Oh my
Let's see,
god.
dance out anywhere, man. Dance everywhere.
Yeah,
West
man.
I forgot what song West used to just started, man. As soon as it, as soon as it come on.
What's that song that bit? What's that song called?
I don't know if it's singing out the board for Elephant Man, but I know it's always an Elephant Man song for
Yeah,
West.
yeah, yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
As my daughter said, that was peak.
Hey man, listen. That ballroom used to go down now.
Bruh.
You know?
Man. Oh, I know what it was. So I heard Bone Crusher, and I was telling somebody like, yeah, back in the day, man, we had to stop playing that song because anytime that song came on or Lil
Bang,
Jon and the East Side Boys, yo, Cassius, they would lose their mind
lose
for
their
some
mind.
reason, lose their mind.
Start
But
fight.
yeah, yeah, just start fighting. Y'all know who y'all are too. Y'all know y'all shouldn't be
Mm,
in the party.
man.
It's it up for everybody. That's why they don't have no parties now.
Hey man,
Because
shout out to them officers, man, at Brockport that used to make sure our students not only
yeah,
educate themselves, they had some fun, they had some
hmm
good fun. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
them officers at Brockport, man, used to do their thing to make sure those students have fun on the weekends.
yeah,
At least twice a month. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Or twice every other month, man.
Gotta have
Shout out
something
to me.
to decompress.
Yes.
Something.
And those students, man, we thank you. Those the alphas at Brockport,
Yeah,
thank you,
y'all made it
man,
happen.
for always showing up. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all will be late, you know what I'm saying? But you didn't get me in the box office. I didn't really overcharge you guys. I charged you guys, you know.
Yeah,
Oh
we
man.
had in the past, but yeah,
I always take care of you, man. I always take care of my Brockport students, man.
yeah. We used to. Matter of fact, I think how we used to do it, they would come first, right? Or no, they would come later because they already knew they basically had their spot. But
Oh,
if you
they
if you
know.
went to a party in the 2000s, they used to count. So once that number hit a certain number, yo, that was it.
That's it.
But they wouldn't let nobody else in.
Nobody else, man. We used to have the VIP room. You know what I'm saying? We
Oh
have VIP. We have some
yeah,
students who are VIP for the, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
They go get some chips, get a drink. And
Uh-huh.
at this time, there was no alcohol beverages. Just
Nope.
want to put that out there.
That's the thing,
But
bro. We used to,
Miss P be watching, man. I want Miss P be thinking we was.
I wouldn't even go see P Nay. I
You know
don't
what
know
I'm
nothing
saying?
about it. But yeah.
Yeah, Miss P was juice. It was
Yeah.
yeah. It was no of a punch. We didn't even just go punch in there. It was
Yep.
just straight
Boy,
juice.
anybody come for that.
And there was times when bros was trying to do that, Miss P, but me, I was one of the ones
Me,
like, no,
nah,
we're
I'm
not
just
doing that.
saying, like the students would have to
Yep.
do that.
So we ain't doing that. So
Yeah.
we in that we used to get that room, man. We used to be good, but you used to be in the room too, Miss P. So you know we didn't used to have that. We used to have to come out and show. She had to be in the room, man. So you
Yeah.
should just chill out in the room. So you used to see what's going on in the room. We
Yeah.
ain't never had no stuff that we're not supposed to be, having there.
Nah, man,
We
we
had
was above
chips.
board.
Yeah,
Nah,
we had some pizza.
yeah. Put this up the right way, man.
We
Put
have
the
our
right.
VIPs come in, man, and they love that, man. They love to be the VIP for the night. They go in, they go to the party. Well, it's good stuff, bros.
Yeah. It's good times, man.
Good times,
So
man.
so we living in some crazy times right now. And for today, I might have. I mean, that's taking it real lightly. But today, I really want to talk about like, well, not like, but I want to talk about leadership and really have this conversation around, what are the most trusted leaders that are in our lives and why? Because you know, a lot of people might say that they're leaders, but their actions might not show true leadership. So I would love to hear from all of you. Who are some people in your life or a person maybe in your life that you see as a leader, and then why would you see that person as a leader?
Well, for me, man, let me start off.
Yeah.
Well, for me, God is my leader, and He has been leading me for 51 years, man, and I'm grateful for that. He showed me, He showed me peace. He showed me grace. He gave me all the things that I need and that my children need. So that would be my go-to leader.
Mm.
Um, you said, Kareem, we're living in a world that it's crazy. We have leadership. We have our rights that we voted, and we do different things with these leaderships that we have. So the first thing when you bring up leadership to me, I'm thinking about the mass majority leadership in America. leadership in other countries. I could say I have home to different countries because I travel. You know what I'm saying? Not to say none of you guys travel, but I'm Jamaican born. You know, I live in America. I travel to Africa a lot, especially Ghana, um, and other places. And I always try to make sure I have my ear. I listen to what's going on in the world because it's important to me that all these young people, man, that we have, they're okay. Especially when I start having kids. I start having kids late. I saw my daughter's 3 and my son is 8. So I started late. Um,
I wouldn't say late, bro. I would
oh,
say
it's
late.
late. It's late. It's late. It's late compared to my family, man. It's
Yeah.
late.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
Compared to my family, it's like, I'm the last one. Hey, bro, shoot. Two of my sons laugh at me. My son's Corey from Albany, and my sons are killed. You know what I'm
Oh, they
saying?
got grown.
They look at me like, yo, when they met Josiah for the first time 4 years ago, they look at me, they was like, oh, Sans, sucks for you. My last one, my Corey was like, my last one, she about to be 16.
Wow.
So I think she's 16 now. He's
Okay.
like, my first two, one is a junior and the other one graduated. My son as a kid was like, shoot, I have one son, man. He been graduated like 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Dude is like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Dude is probably like 28 to 30. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, yo, he's like, look at you, man. It's like, sucks for you. So they was getting on me,
Yeah.
and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
You
But
gotta have energy raising kids, bro.
hey,
It's
man, look,
listen, man. You gotta have energy.
you gotta have energy. You gotta have it's still peace too. You gotta get your peace. So you gotta do all that stuff, man. So, but we talk about presidents, man. And we look in America, man, where it's a lot of messed up things going on in the world today. And not only that, you know what I'm saying? We have Jamaica just got caught up with this big thing where we have part of the west part of Jamaica was just devastated. You know what I'm saying? Jamaica is a small island, man. Very small island, but carries a lot of weight.
Yeah.
Carry weight. The weight Jamaica carries bigger than some of these big nations that we have. The weight we carries, but we don't know that. And then we have these politics people in Jamaica, and I'm speaking of Jamaica, man. And some of y'all may agree with me, and some of you don't agree with me, man. That's on y'all. But I want to ask you, the ones that don't understand, please, if you haven't been to Jamaica within the last year or two, me don't want to hear nothing from owner. You understand? So I'm gonna leave it like that. They blessed Jamaica with so much money, and these people still don't have money up to today. They still haven't got the money for people to live like human beings. People still living on the what they call those things that we put outside for the water not to hit us. What they call those stuff like
What,
the
shingle?
things that
What, shingle? Not shingles.
no, the things you put for water not to leak on you, man.
Yeah. Roof.
No, not the roof. Not roof, man. I know roof. Like outside, you'll have like a little picnic. You put that thing up. It's like a plastic thing you
Okay.
put up. A chaparlin,
Okay.
a chaparlin. Right. Some people still live on the chaparlin. You know what I'm
Bro,
saying?
I mean, I
Yeah.
wasn't there last year, bro, but I think I told you about this. The thing that rocked me was you had people living in unfinished houses. I was
Yeah.
like, what is
Yes.
happening here? I,
Yes.
that was wild to me.
That's still going on today, bro. People still don't have running water. People still don't have food to eat, bro.
Man.
You understand what I'm saying? And this is happening in October, and they got millions of dollars, bro.
Mm.
They got, and people still, and they talking about money's missing. How much money's missing from this stuff, man? That was going on. You know what I'm saying? And these are the people we have in office, man. They want to steal the money from underneath these people. Where's the love, bro? There's no love. You
Mm.
understand what I'm saying? So I look at that leadership in Jamaica. It's trash. It's trash. They need to blow that shit up. Blow it up. Excuse my language. Blow it up. You know what I'm saying? Trash. I
Oh,
want to
thanks
shout
for
out.
that. Money.
I'm
Talk
from the
about money.
Caribbean. I
Yeah.
want to shout out. There's two. There's two. I want to shout out. Where name from the Barbados? The Prime Minister from Barbados.
Oh, I got that pulled up for you. Hold on.
Maya Mitley or something like that.
Yeah, Maya Motley.
Maya Motley.
Yes,
Yes,
Barbados.
she is amazing. If I could have a president, if I could have a prime minister to run my country, she would be the ideal one to run Jamaica, right?
Mm.
And she's not well liked, but she knows herself and she knows her country. Right now, Barbados is probably the top Caribbean island out there as far as structure.
Mm.
The people is getting what they want, and she's gonna be in office whenever to what she just want to retire. That's how nice she is. Anybody run against her will lose. You understand what I'm saying? Because of her know for her people. Even African president don't like this lady because she calls them out. Right? Shout out to the president of Buckingham Faso, President Traore. You know what I'm saying? Shout out the president in Mali and them other places. You know what I'm saying? No more colonizing these people, these African beautiful princes and princesses. Right? I wish some of these other weak presidents from all these other countries in Africa, West Africa, East Africa, will follow the blueprint that Traore is laid out about the East. Africa doesn't need the East for nothing. Nothing. Name it. They don't need us for nothing. Well, we still become very complacent to these people in the East. Right? So shout out Buckingham Faso, President Traore, for what he's doing in Buckingham Faso. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Canada president they have up in Canada too. He's not bad. On this side of the world, he's not bad. You know what I'm saying? And those are the guys, those are the leadership I've been watching lately, man, that's been doing their thing, for their people. And we just gotta continue to live day by day here. That's the way I look at it here. You know what I'm saying? I love America. Don't get me wrong. I love it. You know what I'm saying? But there's some things that need to happen here for us, man, for us to live better as people. That's my thing.
Nah, man. That is like I respect that 100%, bro. You just made me think about how I heard somebody say this today. And people say this a lot, but I heard it from a particular person to say that we have one of the richest countries in the world, and we still have people that are impoverished, still people who go without food, don't have housing, can't get an education for multiple reasons. And I thought about like that one scripture that talks about how there will always be poor among you, and how it's our duty as people that have the means to be able to support those who are homeless, support those the widows, to support you know those vulnerable populations because we have the means, right? And Brew, I think you were telling us that in some of the African countries that you visited, that I'm gonna say our people are taking care of. There are people taking care of others who are less than, and that's our duty. Like, period, man. We have this amount of access. We have the means. We have the influence. Like a lot of, we should really be turning also our focus to those who need it, right? And to me, that's leadership. Leadership is finding what the issues are, what the challenges, and then developing some sort of system so that that system can outlast you or outlast me, outlast all of us, right? So that people can have what they need, man. I've been feeling that lately. Like, man, it's like I see a homeless person, or something like that, man. I'm not saying this for any type of kudos, and ain't even for that. But like, instead of just looking past them, at least acknowledge them. That they out there, man. Like, just at least I'm not even. I mean, yeah, you give them some food, some money, whatever. But at least acknowledge them. You know what I mean? And I think that goes a long way too, man. So when I think about leadership, I really think about that servant leadership. I think about justice. I think about like, really just being as you really, bro, you describe as a benevolent leader. Somebody that really cares for the people, has sacrificed themselves so that the people can be straight.
Man. I love people, bro, and it's all kind of people. I don't not just saying my people that looks like
Mhm.
me. I love multiple people, man, and I'm always gonna be like that till the day I die. Um, I'm grateful that I grew up on a farm with my granddad. His work ethic was a little crazy to me. I'm at an age right now where I could just look back and just have like a photographic memory of me having goats, raising goats. I look at YouTube now. YouTube is telling me everything about how people used to raise goats and what they're doing. And I was like, man, I wasn't doing that. But at one time, I have like 30 of them bad boys. You know what I'm saying? That was my thing. I have like 30 of them. And I used to have to get up in the morning. I used to have to walk a mile and a half to school. Have fun with it. You know what I'm saying? And I look at now, this time, these kids don't walk to school like that, man. These kids take a taxi. You know what I'm saying? The little walk we used to do to my school, man, they take a taxi.
To the bus stop like my daughter.
You know what I'm saying? So it's amazing to me, man. I love the old school. I love the old school days. I was listening to some old school music the other day, like the 80s and the 90s music. You know what I'm saying? The same reggae we were just talking about. West used to go crazy with his Elephant Man, and those Elephant making stupid music now because they don't make sense. But back then, all this stuff was like number ones, man. You know what I'm saying? Elephant Man was that man. You got a catalog. When you
Mm.
talk to music, Beat 'em Up, Bounty Killer, you know what I'm saying? All those guys, Lady Saw, all of them, you know. But now I don't know if things got easier for people and everything is just watered down. It's not the same anymore, you know. And I don't know if it's that type of people we have in these offices. And a lot of us don't know how to love people, man. That's one of the things. And and
Ooh,
and 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 love is free.
man,
Love is free, man.
man.
And I've been thinking about this thing like, like I travel to Africa, bro, and I don't like to speak about the things that I do there, like my personal things that I do there. I don't do it. I don't do it 90% of the time. You know what I'm saying? But just to give a kid a just to give a kid a haircut. See, look a little kid, man. He's standing outside of the barber shop. His hair need cut. You know what I'm saying? And know that his haircut is like $1 to $2. And I know that I have that. Or even if I didn't have it on me at the time, I have money, but my money I think about buy a drink because it's hot. I could sacrifice that drink to get this kid a haircut. You know how much it make him feel? Every time I go to the barber shop. Like this one kid, man, I gave him some money to get a haircut. I paid for his haircut. And he couldn't believe it. You know what I'm saying? And I just walk out. I just pay for his haircut, walk out. You know what I'm saying? He just couldn't believe it. I said, you get a haircut. And even the barber looked at me. I'm like, okay, appreciate it. And I just leave, bro. We gotta love people, man. Rochester shouldn't be having no people out sleeping outside of this cold, man. You know what I'm saying? I call myself up from Rochester too, man, because I grew up in the Rock. I love the Rock. I
Mm.
love the Rock. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in the Rock. I left Brooklyn, man, straight to Rochester, man, and I stayed in Rochester for all these years. I invest in Rochester. You know what I'm saying? There shouldn't be There's certain things should be in place for these people that don't have places to sleep and stuff like that, and get them in there. And we as a citizen of Rochester, not only Rochester, I'm just talking about the Rock because we have that in common. Us three, you two live in the Rock right now. I'm in the DMV. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just picking on the Rock right now. You know, we could do better. And I say we as a Rochester crew,
Yeah,
Rochester people. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And I see the Greeks in Rochester, man. Shout out to all the Greeks in Rochester that's trying to do some things. You know what I'm saying? I see the Zetas doing some things. See Montgomery Road, the Deltas. You know, I see them out there on the streets. You know what I'm saying? Those three organizations, I really see them out there on the streets. You know what I'm saying? Doing some things, and I appreciate them doing what they do. You know what I'm saying? Yes. So love, man, love is free, baby.
yeah,
Love
man. I
is free,
love that.
man.
Yo, Ike, man, you want to weigh in?
There's nothing to add, man. I mean, I think we hit it all. He definitely
Yeah,
kind of started the conversation talking about some prominent leaders in politics and in the world, which outlined. The only one I would think I would add there is New York's new mayor, what's his name, Mandani. I know
Yeah,
he's got. He's said he's going to do some things, and he's already executed. A few of those things as
yeah,
well too. And that's something that's rare. I think that you see, in particular in politics. From leaders in politics, because there's so many forces that are always pulling you in different directions, right? There's so many competing priorities that kind of come into play that you got to fight with, which comes with people, which comes with people with influence and power and money. And we see from our president, if you're a weak leader, you're going to allow that to impact the way that you lead. So I just wanted to kind of give him his kudos for in the face of adversity, walking into the White House, not changing his perspective of when after meeting with the president of the United States and sticking to the scripts, sticking to his morals, and getting in office and executing on some of the things that he said he's going to do. So definitely say kudos to him. But I would say just kind of piggybacking, off of some of the conversation that you got we're just having. For me, I don't know that I could really say that I would pick a leader for a lot of those things I just mentioned because um, there's always opportunities for a leader to fail, and there's always opportunities um, a leader to break that trust that you have in them. I would say my most trusted leaders, just going back to that original question, would be me, right?
yeah,
Because I can trust myself, right? I know the decisions that I make are in my best interest. And I would say, brothers like you and Brock and bRho, like individuals that you can truly confide in, that they have their back because it's evidenced by things that they have said and done, and are consistent as well too. I would look at my family, my wife, my brothers, as examples of that as well too. I see Tamia pointing at herself, so my kids, but yeah, I mean those would be, I would say, my most trusted leaders are those individuals that are close to me, um, that I know have my back because I can trust them and they can trust me. So that's kind of my take on it.
yeah, man. That was really good, man. Got to add Mark G back into the fold. All right, brother, we got you. So I want to highlight one of the comments here, and I want to thank everybody who has joined us for the show. Thank you to Vincent. Right, good to see you, man. So Trina, good to see you as well. Ellis Randall, um, and then my brother Kevin Brant Noble. Want to thank y'all and Tracy, of course. Welcome back, bro.
Calvin
Uh,
too. Shout out Calvin.
Yep, and Calvin. So I saved Calvin for last because he said this. He said I always said that in order to know how deep a love is, you have to ask yourself this one question: How much am I willing to inconvenience myself to benefit another human being? Man, that's a gem right there, bro. That's a gem right there, man.
I
You know,
like
I
that, Travis.
yeah, man. I
And,
was
and how many supervisors have y'all had that would do that for you?
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
And again, that's why when I talk about leaders and listed those leaders, I didn't really list a supervisor, right?
yeah,
Because again, there's competing priorities there, right?
right.
It's not that, and especially if you're a supervisor with multiple team members, right?
Mhm.
There's always going to be those points of contention. So I don't even look at myself from a work perspective as not that I'm going to do anything that's would make somebody not trust me in my role, right? But there's just like an understanding that certain things I'm not going to be able to tell you, right? Certain things you're not going to be privy to. Certain things, you might have to keep under the lid for a while until the time is right too. So, it's just a tough place to be in when you're talking about identifying, a leader that you can fully trust at any point in time, which is the reason why, to Calvin's point, I went to family, right? And I think that's, where that trust kind of lies for me.
But you see,
So
I sometimes when knowing that my boss got my back, that's why I said whenever I'm supervising people, my first meeting, man, I'm letting them know what it is. You know what I'm
from the get
saying?
go, yep,
From the get go.
I hear you.
You know what I'm saying? They know what I'm about. You know what I'm saying? My expectations. This is my expectation. This is what, this is this, this is that, this is that. Right? And if I have to pull you in, if I look at you, even our fraternity, we do that, right? Because I may be the president or I'm a dean of intake, and I have 5 young men that I gotta bring through to teach them and teach them the right way. You know what I'm saying? Isaac, you was my boy. You pledged. I was your dean. I didn't slack off on you. I know when you don't want to be in my house. I know by you walking up my stairs. I know you didn't want to be there, right? But I talk with you. You know what I'm saying? I break you down. I build you back up. And then the work. I was just talking to Kareem before you got on. I was talking to Kareem about that. You know what I'm saying? I love when bros talk about my boys. I love it. What they gonna say? Nothing. Ask Kareem. Who's this talking trash? Who's Kareem? I was like, yo, I'll
Yeah,
wait. I'll wait for bros to say something about any one of my boys because there's nothing that they could say. There's nothing that they could say. What have you done for in your leadership role when you was at Roll Up? What haven't you done? They can't say nothing. I could go around and got at bros like Patrick. That's one of the reasons why I go hard. I don't want nobody to have anything to say or take the trick about anyone. You understand? That's why I go hard. Y'all can't come at my dean. And my dean just sit back and just be like, yeah, what y'all gonna say? Ain't nothing y'all can say about integrity. Y'all probably could talk about one or two of them cats, but you can't really talk about them that much. You know what I'm saying? But who's gonna say something about Ike? Who's gonna say something about Llewellyn Narcisse? Me and Kareem was just talking about that. It's leaderships, right? It's not every time y'all like the things that I tell y'all to do and how to do it and this, that. No. You know what I'm saying? Isaac burned up my peas one night, man. You know what I'm saying?
It was a long night, man. It was a long night.
I burned my piece of my rice and peas, man. You know what I'm saying? He burned up my hey, I look at it, I was like, yo, bro, you burned up our dinner, man. You know what I'm saying? He thought I was gonna go hard on him. Man, I looked at that. It was funny to me.
You said you said something key though. You said you burned up our dinner,
He bought.
which
I told him.
means that you lost out on it too.
You lost out on it
That's
too, bro.
part of leadership. You saying?
It was definitely gonna be dinner for tomorrow because it had to be 3 in the morning.
It's 3 in the morning, man. You know what I'm saying? I said, yo, man, you got to study this. I got to make sure these peas cook. You know what I'm saying? And my boy burned up the peas, man. He fell asleep like I did tonight with my curry, man. I burned up my curry. I burned up my curry this evening, man. I was so mad. But yeah, that's something else, man. But yeah, but the thing I told him, I looked at him, I was like, man, I came out, man. I was like, damn. I came out, man, and looked at the dude over there knocked out. I said, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? We ain't got no dinner, bro. You know what I'm saying? I done went back to sleep. But I said, yo, man, take care of that, man. Throw that out, man. Boom, boom, boom. I went to sleep. I went back to sleep. I ain't tripping. I never tripped at him about that. You know what I'm saying? That's just one
Sleep
thing I
after
can remember.
that.
Huh?
I said I ain't go back to sleep after that
I
either.
know you didn't, but I'm like, yeah, because you wondering this. I'm like, man, I went back to sleep. You know what I'm saying? My house was smelled, man. I was the only thing I hated. You know what I'm saying? But I said, bro, we missed out on dinner, man. I made sure I eat. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna be one of them dudes like, yo, you're gonna wonder where you're gonna get your meal from. Nah. What I eat, he's gonna eat. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't playing, man. Like, listen, man.
Hey man,
But
didn't I
that,
see you drink red Kool-Aid before?
huh? Well, the red Kool-Aid that you used to drink out.
Yeah, I'm trying to get him in trouble. You said, yeah, you used to drink that red Kool-Aid, huh?
Nah, you didn't have none of that in my house, bro. Yeah, man. Hey, let me tell you, man.
I
Ike used to
wasn't
look
that
good, bro.
slack.
Hey, we got those 100% juice in my house, boy. Them time and grape, you know what I'm saying? Passion fruit, all that good stuff, man.
Yeah, you
Carrot
still like
juice,
apple juice, Ike?
huh?
Say that again?
You still like apple juice? Didn't you drink apple juice?
Nah, I don't like apple juice.
Oh, that was me then.
What?
Bro, that
Man, you
was
know
me
that.
in that process. Apple juice. I used to hate that joint, man.
I don't drink like that no more. Funny enough, I don't drink it like that.
Yeah.
Got too sweet. But I want to kind of put a close to the conversation because our brother right here, I know his eyes looking like they about to glaze.
Yeah, man.
A little bit. I just want to end on this note, and then we could do our shout outs at the end. But so many of you probably know our dear brother, our brother, Mr. Bannister. I'll say that because three of them. I don't want to say his actual name. But I do want to give him credit for something he told me a long time ago. He said, Kareem, there's a difference between loyalty and fealty. He says that fealty is an unquestioning, often coerced submission to power. It's rooted in hierarchy and duty, whereas loyalty, here's the word, is voluntary. It's a mutual commitment. So when you were talking about supervisor earlier, and even you, bro, like that's fealty, right? Because this person is in power, so to speak, and their interest is really on what's best for them or what's best for the company, right? But when we think about loyalty, so you think about two friends, maybe that there's a mutual commitment there. There's a mutual commitment for both parties to get something out of, that relationship. So when we're thinking about leadership and people and whether we're going to trust certain people or not, we have to ask ourselves a question: is that, is there loyalty there between me and this other person, or is there fealty there, right? And then, do I even want to be connected to this person? Does this person have the characteristics? Does this person care about people that are less than them? And if not, then you got to make a choice. So, man, I love this conversation today. I wish we could keep going, but I figure right now, loyalty and fealty, fealty, fealty.
That's what's up, man. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. But we got to give grace more, man. We got to give grace more.
Yes.
especially this time in the world that we live in. We got to give grace more, and we got to love. We got to love more, man. A lot of us come from certain areas, man, where we have to be hard. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes we got to know when to be hard, and we got to know when to soften that up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
and me having my son and my daughter, it kind of showed me some ways of how to be a little soft on some things. You know what I'm saying? So we got to love some more, man. And we caring about people in the world. And we have to wonder. You know, my kids, my son and my daughter, they have choices. You know, and I have kids. My daughter's in West Africa. My son here. The same thing my son have here, my daughter have there. I make sure of that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want none of them to feel less than. You understand what I'm saying? Like, oh, my daddy. Or Josiah could say, yeah, Josiah spend more time with me, yeah, because I'm here 95% of the 85% of the time. Yes, I see Josiah whenever I choose to. You know what I'm saying? When he's not with me, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. But, you know, my daughter don't get that luxury. You know what I'm saying? Not yet. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I make sure she is good, you know what I'm saying, on the front hand. You know what I'm saying? That's just my family thing. But I think about those kids who is in her same position that don't have what she have. You know what I'm saying? How could we create some type of intervention for that? You know what I'm saying? That's why I do what I do, even with my Christmas food thing. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I wanted to have like even get a gift or something like that for a kid that don't have a gift, that never receive a gift on Christmas, or may not have certain things. So those, you think like that. You know what I'm saying? And the world we live in, man. That's why right now, peace. Me personally love peace, and that's why even with my friends and even my fraternity brothers, if I don't get peace from you guys, I try to cut y'all out of my life, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because my peace is so important now. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking, and now stress is killing people, bro. Stress
Yeah.
is killing people because of the food we eat. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? We up late nights, we eat this, we grab that because it's
Yep.
easy. You know what I'm saying? So we don't get a balanced meal throughout the day. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. So my peace is important to me. You know what I'm saying? And I really try not to put no big things on you brothers. You know what I'm saying? Because I know if I want my peace, I know you guys want your peace too. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. So
Yep.
all
Real
that,
talk.
man, we just gotta love some more, man. Come to the love, man, and keep on moving. You know what I'm saying? So that's my two piece.
Appreciate it, man. Ike, man, you want to do the shout outs real quick, and then I think we could go ahead and I don't have no other words besides I love you to my wife. Happy Valentine's Day, and that's it.
Uh, that's a shout out to you.
Yeah, man. Shout out to my wife, man.
Okay,
Valentine's
okay.
Day,
Well,
and
I'm gonna go after I go. I'm gonna go. Then I could go. I could always close us out. I
okay,
want to send a shout out to my Valentine's. I had like six of them, and they all
okay.
family. Kareem, from Kareem, put your head up. They
You
all
see me?
family.
You
I
I
know.
was
I know what you're gonna
people that
say.
don't know me. That what I just did was judgment.
I know you
People
just
tell me
put
that
your
all
head
the time.
down and say it was all six of them,
I
man.
be judging people, so
Yeah, man. It was my nieces, man.
you got
You
it,
know what
bro.
I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. I post them the other day, man. It was my nieces, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. My daughter, it was my Valentine's, man, and I send them. They all got dinners and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I know when I say it's like six of them, you was like, oh, nah, not like that, man. Not this year. You know what I'm saying? So
Not
yeah, I
this.
want to send a shout out to my Valentine, man. I want to send a big shout out to my big sister in Rochester, Rachel Grant. Shout out to Rachel and Doris, Sarah. I love you guys. I haven't seen you guys in a minute. You know what I'm saying? I want to send some
So
special
Sarah
love
the
to
other day.
yeah, I want to send some special love to my boy Calvin, man, in Dallas. I've been beating him up about his cowgirls. I'm sorry, Cowboys. From time to time. But Calvin, you my guy, man. I love you, my brother. Continue to do your thing, man. I'm very proud of you too, bro. All right, one.
Oh yeah, I'm on the short list too, man. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat, man. I just want to give kudos to and shout out all the black men out there that are great fathers. And you know, finding a way to make sure that you in your child's life, because that's important. When you talk about leadership, I think, you know, a lot of that is learned at home, and you know, especially for our young men, but you know, for our daughters as well too. Being able to see their father, you know, leading and um, holding the family in high regards and making sure that, you know, resources are met, I think is an important part of that. So shout out to all the fathers that are out there doing that. And yeah, we definitely appreciate everybody tuning in. We appreciate everybody that was in the chat. I think Kareem already went through and kind of shouted everybody out, but y'all know who you are behind the scenes as well too.
Oh, shout out to my
listening.
he in the chat too.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Shout out to Doc, man. We appreciate you always for tuning in. But yeah, we just appreciate you in life, brother. Always sharing love and positive energy, positive messages, man, and you know, giving us words of encouragement, you know, throughout the day, man. We definitely appreciate that. So kudos to you, man. Enjoy that warm weather if you're still down there.
You back.
Oh, okay. We're going on a cruise next week, so we'll be in the Bahamas and trying to get some of that, soak up some of that warm air as well too. But yeah, appreciate you, brothers, man. For you know, I wouldn't rather be anywhere on a Monday. I almost didn't get on, man. When y'all hit me up and said, you know, where you at? I'm like, I don't even know where I am right now, but I'm glad I had a chance. Brothers, man, it's always you know, a positive light. So I appreciate you, brothers, and yeah, that's all I got. Y'all have a great night.
Peace.
Yo, shout out Raquel too, man. Raquel, love you, girl.
Salute.
You, Miss P.